Oh, my great people, you're welcome back. The Chief of Staff, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, has explained the reason why she dissolved the Biafran Republic government in exile cabinet and form the new one that will work with her. She explained everything and also said, according to her, that the order was coming from Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. So I want you to listen to the end of this video and I will come back to talk more. Bye.
Now, moving forward, those of you that have been following our Prime Minister, the Prime Minister has always said, upon the declaration of the United States of Biafra, the BRGIE cabinet will be dissolved. I know he has said that publicly and privately. And that is exactly what I did. With the power vested in me and in nobody else. It is me that he vested that power because I know the reason why he requested for that to happen, which is not what I'm going to start explaining here. If somebody respects our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, and he gave that order, why should the person or the individual try to disobey that order? And they will tell you that they are fighting for Biafra. They want to raise funds for Biafra. Is it the job of the finance department, headed by Sonny Abalawa, to be talking about raising money for the Biafra restoration? It's not his job. But for some reason, they all decided to do what they think they want to do. As we are speaking right now, the finance minister now has sent out a WhatsApp, a Zoom meeting for the state administrators in Homeland to meet with him tomorrow. But he refused to come to the meeting with the person that the Prime Minister have given the power. But he went, this is just to disorganize and disrupt. But you know what? Not in this struggle where I am. This case is dead on arrival, and they will fade if they want to. Like I said again, I don't know their issue. I'm not going to get into that. But we have a defense minister that is currently attending to some issues in defense. And that is the right thing to do. Because when PM was available, most things come to him. Most information come to him. But all of a sudden, because he's out, some people think they are the ones that is in charge of everything. I find it very sad that somebody will come to the air to tell the world that without him, the Finland Convention wouldn't have happened. And that is why it's very, very important for us to know how we can help the finances. We don't want nobody coming out to say that without him or her, the United States of Biafra will not be achieved. That's a slap on our face. That's a slap on the thousands of people that support our Prime Minister financially to get the United States of Biafra. So for Biafrans to have that bandage on their face every time, that without me or without anybody else, or without the finance minister contribution, that there will be nothing like United States of Biafra. Nothing like that. All of us contribute in our own way. I'm not going to tell people what I contribute in this struggle. I'm not going to tell people what I've lost being in this position. That is not what I need to do. Because Biafra is way, way bigger than what I do, what I lost, and what I put into the struggle. But under this leadership, that must stop. Nobody can come and say, without them, the United States of Biafra will not stand. Or without the money they brought up here, which is money we pay back. People give money, and there are people that give thousands of dollars to the struggle. You don't even hear their name. And that was why we're trying to clarify some of it. Yes, we thank people who brought us money in time of need. But it's also important for us to know what was borrowed. What did you borrow us? How do we pay back? I think that's just basic accountability. It's not to stop anybody from doing what they do, but it's just the transparency. Because we are in a new administration. We are now a country. It's not everything that has to come to the open, but we know things that the cabinet needs to know. And there are things the cabinet do not need to know. And that is why the cabinet decided we are going to have a week break before we start our fundraising. And Sonia Barawa and Ogenkere and Nigeria went to be telling Biafrans that Dr. Ngozi Orabueze have cancelled fundraising and are trying to connive and try to deceive those in homeland, our angels. But I'll tell them, please, do not get involved in this madness. Do not. Do not. The PM has gone through this part in the past and it didn't end well. The essence of the information department is to let Biafrans know what is going on. Keep us abreast of the information. Not to use the information department to be spreading false information to the public and spreading lies and try to witch hunt somebody because you feel PM did not give you the power to run the struggle. PM knows all of us one by one. He knows what each individual can do before he gave that power. If you think PM knows that you can run this struggle, he would have made you the one in charge until he comes out. But the Prime Minister didn't do that. And as long as he didn't do that, you must bow by that instruction that the Prime Minister gives. That's the right thing to do if you truly love the PM, as you said.
Okay, my wonderful people, you've heard it all from the Chief of Staff, Ngozi Orabueze. Like I said before, according to her, the order was coming from Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. But one thing I want to say, I don't want to start calling names or start blaming this person or that person. This is not the time for this. Like my previous video I did post, I said, please, we should stop all this. This is not the time to do this. This is not the time to start. Come on, man. This is just a new state, a new country. And the problem has already started. This is not right, man. It's not right. This thing is supposed to be, communication. The people that call themselves the government or the people that are in charge of this state, come on, man. You guys should talk to each other, explain to each other. And if the order was given from the Prime Minister, the order should be obeyed. Anyone going behind to call for raising fund behind the COS and back, that's wrong for me. And we should all stop this. Like I said, I don't want to start blaming names or calling names or say this person is that. It's not going to solve this issue. Please, my people, I want us to, I want everyone that is involved in this state, in this government, to respect his or herself and do the right thing. Please, let us not fight now. This is not the time for that. I have said this before, that what you are doing now, the enemies are watching. The Nigerian government are watching. They are listening. They will use all what you are doing now against this state, which is not good. Please, I will leave your comment. Thank you. God bless you all. Bye.